Hey guys, and welcome back to another installment of What I Eat in a Week, Lunch Edition. Hope you're gonna get some food inspiration from this. Yeah, and thanks to Squarespace for supporting this video. For Monday's lunch, I cut half a block of smoked tofu into bite-sized pieces. I did the same to a red onion, and then sauteed both in a small pan on medium heat for about 7 minutes. Meanwhile, I took 2 pieces of bread out of the freezer, put those into the oven at 200 degrees for like 8 minutes. Then I also cut a handful of cherry tomatoes in half. By the way, I'm making scrambled tofu here. Using silken tofu for that has been life-changing. It definitely comes super close to that soft, fluffy, egg-like consistency you're looking for when making scrambled tofu. I added some white wine vinegar, salt, pepper, turmeric, and fresh lemon juice. And then I let this continue to cook for 4 to 5 minutes, stirring every once in a while. I added some frozen spinach, mixed that in, and finished everything off with a tablespoon of soy yogurt. The yogurt can be easily omitted. I spread some hummus onto my now crispy bread. By the way, if I sound nasally and weird, it's really only due to the fact that I don't know how to dress when it's winter. Added the tofu scramble, and then the cherry tomatoes. This was so good. That evening, I spontaneously ended up going to the Jonas Brothers concert. I've always quite liked them, but I didn't know how much of a fangirl I was until all of a sudden they started singing like right next to where we were standing. On to Tuesday. Artemis and I set out to do a productive work and study session at one of our favorite cafes, Hafakata. They sell cozy bowls of porridge topped with all sorts of things. Mine tasted like a straight up candy bar with dark chocolate chips, maple syrup, and banana. Artemis ordered the monthly special, grated carrot, walnuts, raisins, and cinnamon. We ended up sharing and kind of mixing them both. Never thought I'd eat chocolate and carrots together, but it actually kind of worked in a way. A couple hours later, we got another snack there. We shared this hummus toast topped with cucumber, olives, and sun-dried tomatoes. That was super nice. Wednesday's lunch was a leftover fried rice bowl. I first cooked up some red rice, let it simmer on medium for about 20 minutes with the lid partially on top, then placed the lid on all the way, turned the heat off, and let it steam through for another 5 to 10 minutes. Like on Monday, I once again sauteed a chopped red onion and some smoked tofu. For about 6-7 minutes, medium heat, added a handful of walnuts, some frozen edamame, cherry tomatoes, and frozen spinach. I let all this cook for another 3 minutes or so before adding soy sauce and agave syrup. After another 2 minutes or so, I mixed in the cooked rice. I combined my leftover hummus with some balsamic vinegar and water, poured everything over the rice, and stirred it all thoroughly. And then that was it. On Thursday, I wasn't really in the mood to cook up anything complicated, so after uni, I stopped by DM and picked up a few things from there, including these vegetable-filled tortellinis, which I prepared according to the packaging. While these were cooking, I grated a carrot, added the carrot to my bowl, as well as some rocket or arugula. And then I added some ready-made tomato sauce from DM to the drained tortellinis. I just wanna stay in tune for you. I wanna make you swim. And also added like a heaping teaspoon of this vegan spinach pesto, which I also found at DM. This video is not sponsored by DM, though it kind of sounds like it. So let's just make some plans. Unravel all the bitter parts as these guys flex inky arms. I do feel all alone, even as Now that I finally have a blender of my own, I'm trying to explore the world of smoothie bowls a bit more and just try new things, such as a sweet potato smoothie bowl made out of frozen sweet potatoes. So the night before, I had just roasted some sweet potatoes in the oven at 190 degrees-ish until tender. I let them cool overnight, and then the next morning, I removed the skin, cut the potatoes into smaller bite-sized pieces, placed them on a big plate lined with parchment paper, and then put that into the freezer for a couple of hours. To the blender, I added the following things: a couple of handfuls of the frozen sweet potato, 2 to 3 dates, 1 orange, 1 teaspoon of chia seeds, some non-dairy milk, and cinnamon. I blended it all up and then served it with crunchy vegan granola I found at Penny and a drizzle of almond butter. I could barely finish half of this, even though I was super hungry before. Yeah, this is such a dense smoothie, and I would say easily feeds 2 people. It's super nice and wintry, and it's a great alternative for those of you who don't like bananas very much. For Saturday, I put together a quick salad consisting of fresh baby spinach, some canned brown lentils, chickpeas, walnuts, avocado, grated carrot, and a dressing made up of mustard, agave, a little bit of white wine vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, and some water to thin it out. Also salt and pepper and spices and such. To go along with that, I toasted up a sesame seed bagel. I didn't have any vegan cream cheese, unfortunately, so to compensate for that, I mixed together some unsweetened vegan yogurt, lime juice, spices, and a little bit of white wine vinegar. Then added some of the tomato sauce from Thursday. Also some of the pesto from Thursday, and then added some tiny spinach leaves purely for taking photos of it. But that's it for Saturday. I went ice skating that day afterwards. It was so much fun. I need to do this more often. And then last but not least, on Sunday, I met up with my friend Lena at UMAMI. I always get the same thing there. A bowl consisting of rice, veggies, fried tofu, seitan, and the yummiest sauce. And that's it for the week. Big thanks to Squarespace for supporting yet another video of mine. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform designed to help you create your first website or your next website. They have a number of beautifully looking templates to choose from, making your website look and feel extremely professional. It's very easy using their tools, but if you have any questions, they have 24-hour customer support. Whether it's for your work, school, or hobby, make your website today. Get 10% off using the code MINAROME or just go to squarespace.com/MINAROME. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
See my peanut butter jelly snack, pull it right, busky, painting. That's my sunshine when it's raining. That's my boo, yeah. When I'm all alone, she pulled through.